Confessions of a Teenage Hermaphrodite. Written by Leanne Simon. Narrated by Lisa L. Wiley. Individuals depicted in the images are models and used for illustrative purposes only. I didn't have any clothes fit for an elfin princess, so my cousin Kayla let me borrow some hand-me-downs one of the fair folk had given her. She shook her head and held a white velvet skirt up in front of me. I don't care if that old book says the Kirkpatricks are fae. Your face is banshee, but the rest of you is bruni. At 5, I was only a little taller than my 2-year-old sister, Alicia, so the clothes were way too big for me. Please, Kayla, the brownies are elves too. They're just not as tall. All right, then. Kayla safety-pinned the white velvet skirt to my slip, so the waist stayed up under my arms and the hem brushed the floor. The satin sleeves of the woodland green blouse hung down past my fingertips. She wrapped a silver lace belt around my waist twice and made a bow in the back. A spider silk flower went on my shoulder. I sat down so she could tie the ribbons of starlight ballet slippers around my ankles. There you are. She clapped her hands together. Princess Grace herself doesn't dress any finer than that. Fancy clothes weren't all an elfin princess needed to be dressed for a party, so I sat facing my reflection and waited for my maidservant to finish. She stood behind me in the wall mirror, intense concentration twisting her face. I grinned as she pulled the soft foam rollers out of my locks and fluffed, brushed, teased, and sprayed until my hair was perfect. It wasn't very long, but the color was pretty, somewhere between ripe pumpkin and the gold of the earrings she clipped on my ears. Face full of wonder, Kayla held a glass vial before my eyes. There's a river so high in the mountains of the moon that the water turns silvery blue. She pulled the stopper out of the shiny bottle and dipped a small brush into it. I'm going to paint your nails with moonlight. Sit still until it dries. In the mirror sat a beautiful elfin princess, golden hair aglow, large emerald eyes, small red mouth, and rosy cheeks sprinkled with freckles. She was the happiest elf maiden of the realm. I stood, grabbed a handful of white velvet on each side, curtsied to the lady in the mirror, and spun around so my skirt would fly.